I left the house 2 days ago during the day because I wanted to go out and buy razor blades. And this was a pretty big moment because it's the first time I've tried to go shopping on my own in many years. So I left the house to go to the shop that was about 15 minutes away, where I had previously bought things like that about 6 years ago now. And I took about an hour and a quarter to get there because I had to dodge so many people. At one point, in order to dodge someone, I suddenly ran into this field of flowers, and I thought I was going to come out on the other side, but when I got to the other side, I realized there was people there too. So I was trapped inside this field, trying my best not to step on any other flowers, and having to constantly walk from one side to another, looking for a place to come out where there weren't people. And it took really long, and that's one of the funny things about hiding from people. You often draw more attention to yourself by hiding than by just walking past people normally. But eventually, I was able to find a way to come out without being seen. And when I had already been walking around for like 40 minutes, eventually I couldn't avoid walking past someone because there was a dead end, and I didn't know there was a dead end, and it was a pretty narrow street. So on my way back, I had to walk past someone, and we were very close, like less than half a meter between us. And that's the closest I've ever been to someone outside in, I can't remember how long now, but many years. Well, with one exception, in 2019. And it was a very strange feeling. It felt very deactivating. Because when I was outside, whenever I walked past anyone, I had violent thoughts towards everyone. And every time I walked past a car, I was thinking about jumping in front of the car. And I was very anxious the whole time that I would do something like that, or that I would scream suddenly. But walking past this person, I suddenly felt numb. My violent thoughts went away, but I didn't feel that anxious about walking past him. But in some strange way, I felt even worse. And that bad feeling has lasted. I still feel the same way. Because, I feel like lots of the intense feelings I have about being around people is a protective layer from something worse. And that something worse is how insignificant every stranger would be to me if I was not afraid of them. And after walking for like another half an hour, I eventually got to the shop only to find out it was closed because of Easter. And the more I walked past people, the calmer I felt. And it was very strange because it was not a good calmness. It was not a calmness of feeling like I belonged or like I was okay. But it was more a calmness of feeling that nothing mattered, and the calmness in itself was more troubling than the anxiety that I had felt before. But it made me think, well, maybe at least from now it would be a lot easier to leave the house. That was not the case at all that I found out today, because today I've left the house again, and I was thinking I was going to feel maybe similar to the other day, but I don't. I feel extremely paranoid today, and I really want to go back home, which I'm going to do in a moment. But I'm wondering now if when I go back home and I come out the next time, because today's Monday and shops are open today. It's not Easter anymore, so I'm planning to go out again today to go to that shop again, and I'm thinking there's a good chance the same thing will happen again, that I leave the house and I first feel very anxious and paranoid, and then once I inevitably walk past someone, I will feel that same calmness. So I'm curious to see if that will happen if I do go out, which I think I will. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.